Hello, welcome to, I did my makeup today, so I'm recording my face. Anyway, reorganized in here, get your hands out of the frame. all my stuff is better organized now, for the most part. I'm looking over here because I have stuff. Just for fun, I wanted to show. Oh, there's paper hanging out of it. This was something I'd made for a friend, and her family isn't comfortable giving out their address, which is understandable. But I painted her this book. It's a little junk journal. We've been friends for, I don't know, almost a decade. Yeah, a decade now, because I think we met in 2012. Now it's 2022, so. Sorry, I'm drinking like a heathen and not using the handle on this. My tea freaking got cold because it's always something. Like, I don't know if you could tell, I kind of have lighting over here. I'll click it off so you could see the difference. Yikes. Still not a fan of the under lighting it's giving. I have another light over here, but it's a little broken. And my dumbass, there's handles on it for me to grab to move the light. And I grabbed at the lampshade part. And it's just because I was sitting and all I was thinking was, oh, I'm just going to shift that a little bit. Forgetting that it was, I knew it was a little bit broken because someone gave it to me. Like a hand-me-down lighting, whatever you want to call it. So I knew it had that imperfection anyway. I'm just saying, I'm gonna blame it on me being kind of tired, and I spent forever cleaning this room because I wanted it to look better when I do recordings. So yeah, anyway, I don't know if I broke it more or not. And excuse me, it turns on, but is it like a fire hazard? I don't know, especially because I moved it and I don't know if something else broke on it or not. So I'm definitely unplugging it when I'm done using it. But anyways, so I have another light that could maybe balance out all this everything, but I'm kind of too scared to use it. I turned it on and it was fine, but I don't want to leave it on. So there's that. Anyway, that being said, that dilemma, I thought I had duct tape because they said, oh, you can just duct tape the thing on there and it'll be fine. But what do I do with anything? I keep trying to be more organized and it just doesn't work. Because I thought I knew right where my duct tape was and it's not there. So the duct tape gremlins took it. I have no idea. Sorry, my rings keep clanking on everything. I won't show you this first page because I wrote a note to my friend on here. But I think I recorded at one point. I was thinking I should have this down on the table and you could look at it that way. The light is bleaching everything. Okay. I'm gonna pause and come back and I'll try to have this on the table and maybe you can look at it better that way. Okay, no angle I want is working, so we have to settle for me holding this, and I wish I could not stumble over my words like that. So we're going to have to settle for me holding a shaky camera, trying not to shake the thing around. Oh, look, I just did it, not on purpose. But yeah, anyway, to give you a little flip through here of my friend, well, I made it for my friend. Maybe someday I'll be able to give it to her. Because I did spend a lot of time on it. I don't want to move that too much because then I gotta put it back, and who wants to do that? She's a big chocolate coffee fan, so I have that in here. And then that was I wrote her little letter in that envelope way back at Halloween. That's how old this is. Ooh. I wanted... Why won't you turn? Isn't that another page? Oh. Okay, it's not another page. Don't do that. Yeah, I wanted to give it to her on her birthday, but wasn't able to. Someday. There's this one, and this, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it is a pocket, unless it got glued shut over all this time here. Yeah, my dumb shadow's in the way, but here you go. Sorry, Shadow, didn't mean to curse you. This, and this is folded because I don't know why I thought, like, I'd leave this folded, because it was supposed to go together. I was just experimenting, I suppose. And these pages are really thick. I'm hoping I don't, like, break the binding, because I've had to glue the binding back in several times. There's that. So I feel like I have to keep swallowing, and my swallowing sounds so audible on the recording, and I don't like it. We have a joke about me being a monkey and her being a raccoon. Don't ask how that happened. I just whatever. So that's why I picked this for us. That's her character, Dante. He likes birds a lot. Oh, and I must not have been done with... Oh, I never finished this? Oh my gosh, I'm terrible. Well, there's the last page that I did. And all the... I'll just leave it this way, all the tape. I thought it was cute. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off now. Okay, and that was the other thing about, I was talking about the signatures sort of, it's like, oh, I have it on the table. No, I don't, I cleaned everything. All I have here is this. I'm gonna use this as an example. Imagine, this is the center of a page and it's folded. So I was having that issue with signatures where I'd have 4 pages stacked together, and like I would poke my holes through here, and it's fine, obviously, on the first page, but then you flip it over, and instead of being in the middle, the holes have ended up, like, skewed on the side. And I kept wondering why that was happening, and in one of the signatures I did, they were very lightly decorated, and obviously, this should have been so clear to me. With it being less chunky, it laid more flat, and it was able to stay in place when I poked holes in it. So I'm thinking, before I heavily decorate the pages, I need to poke the holes in the paper first. So that means pre-picking out all my pages, which I kind of do anyway. So hopefully that will eliminate that problem, because I hate having the weird holes in the middle. It just looks less, like, well made. So I want to do a good job. So that's what I think I've learned. We're gonna see how it works when I try it again next time. And yes, I suppose that's it. I might get into doing some decorating here, and you can enjoy that, provided I can upload my crap to YouTube. The first one I recorded, guess what's still uploading? I just want to upload it before this, not this Friday, but the next one, because, well, duh, I want to keep uploading on Friday, and I'm having all these issues because the weather's been bad. I don't know, if it's too windy, I feel like even if it's too cold, like, the Wi-Fi decides, I'm gonna die now. I can't do this, it's too much for me, and then it just quits. So, whatever. We make do with what we have here, as per usual. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm just used to that. I'm used to making do. so that's what we will do. And yes, anyway, I'm gonna stop kind of rambling because I clearly don't have anything else to say, and we're gonna get into doing some scrapping, I suppose. Okay, so for this time around, my goal is I want to make the junk journal a little junkier, because last time I did use a lot of nicer paper, even though it was kind of old nice paper, it still was, I don't know, it made me feel like I couldn't consider it junk journaling because it, oh my gosh, stupid hiccups. I need to, we're gonna move on. Okay, I want it to be more junky, so I have this old notebook here. I'm gonna put some of my stuff in. I think it was an old math notebook of mine, which, oh, I just saw a note from a disappointed math teacher on my page. Ooh, glad I get to relive that. Let's skip past that. For anyone who wants to know, I sucked at math. I tried really hard. My freshman year, I did pass math then, but after that, I really struggled understanding what to do. Like, I really tried, but I just, for some reason, I could not wrap my head around algebra, or whatever it was I was doing. Whatever it was that I was doing. And I think my dad wanted to skip me to Algebra 2 freshman year or something, even though I wasn't that good at it, because I did Algebra 1 as homeschool, when I was homeschooled. He was teaching me because my dad, I think he did he major in math, or he went to school so he could be a math teacher? I don't know what that would be considered. But anyways, would this be better without the light on? Yeah, I feel like it was bleaching everything. Where was I going? Oh, not good at math. So come sophomore year, I kind of ended up giving up. And should I have done that? No, but I just could not understand, and I kept failing everything. Even if I did all the homework, I could not figure it out. It's just something that never made sense to me. And I ended up going to summer school every year after that to do math because it was way more simplified. And if we're being honest, it was on the computer, and you can find ways to cheat the system, after going through it once, and if you failed, you can check the answers and they give you the right answer. So the next time you go through, if you write down all the answers, the correct answers, you just put that in when you go through the next go through, and then you finish it, and then, well, duh, then you pass. So that's what I ended up doing. I gave up. I couldn't do it. Math class was miserable for me every single time, because I did feel ashamed about it, that I couldn't do it, and that I wouldn't turn in homework, and I wouldn't do hardly anything, just because I didn't, I didn't know what I was doing. And I would ask, and this teacher in particular was really nice, but she only had one way she could explain how to do something, and the one way she explained it did not make sense to me. And so she kept repeating it the same way, and so it just continued to not make sense. And so that's why I was kind of yeah, I'm not gonna try anymore. Which, if you're in school and you're watching this, don't do what I did. It's better to do better, but if we're being honest, I was also kind of depressed in high school, so that was another reason. I was like, I don't give a shit, goodbye. I will go to summer school. Weirdly, my senior year, though, had a better time. And would you believe it? My better time was in gym class. And not because of the exercise. I hated doing sporty things. But I think my junior year, I had skipped a year of doing gym, and then the next year, senior year, I had to complete it. And that was only half a year. And it was sad because it went from, I was doing ceramics in art class, that was for half a year, and then the next half was like, I get to go to gym now. But since I was older, I got set back with a different class that wasn't my own, and the kids there were all super nice to me, weirdly. Not the boys, they sucked, but the girls were really nice. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I was a little mean in the beginning, and truthfully, that was just my defense mechanism because I wasn't like heavily bullied, but my wonderful cousin who went to school with me would relay to me all the things people would say about me, and it made me feel like shit. So just knowing, like, people wouldn't come bully me because I did look intimidating, but knowing that's what everyone thought about me, I just felt like garbage. So it was my defense thing, being mean to people. But there was one time in particular I remember. I was exiting the girls' locker room, and this girl jumped out and went, boo! Like, she went to scare me, and she was just goofing around. She's like, did I scare you? And I was like, yeah. Because I did kind of jump, and I was mad. I was like, why did you do that to me? And I kept walking. And she didn't say anything at first, but then I was sitting at the bleachers, and she walked over to me, and she was like, I'm sorry I did that. I didn't mean to, like, upset you. I shouldn't have done that. And then I felt bad. So that led into me talking more to this gym class, this group of kids who were younger than I was. And I weirdly got along with them. Like, I didn't like gym class, but it weirdly was, like, a better time for me to have that group of girls who were nice to me. So, anyways, random trip down memory lane out of the way. Why was I talking about? Oh, that was because of all my math sucks and I was sad in high school. I know everyone. They say everyone has a bad time in high school, and maybe they do, to some extent. But I saw plenty of people who had groups of friends, and they would hang out together and have fun and all that crap, and I didn't really have anybody. In my first few years, I did have one friend who I was a friend with way back in elementary, but she was definitely, if I can be a part of the popular crowd, I will ignore you to be with them, which, we're teenagers, you want to fit into cliques, that's just how it goes. So, yeah, the first couple years, I kind of hung out with her mostly because I didn't want to be alone. And I went from homeschooling into public school my freshman year, so it was a little daunting. Cried a lot my first day. Had a teacher ask me if I had a rough day. I was like, nope, I just am stressed out because I've never been at a school before. Or it had been years since I've been like in an actual school, and prior to that, I was in more of a private school, I guess. It was like a little, very small Christian school, and so going from very minuscule class in a little Christian school, and then going to homeschool, and then suddenly I'm in public school. It was a big change for me. But anyway, that being said, I saw plenty of people who seemed like they were doing okay. But I also wasn't friends with them, so maybe they were having a rough time too, and I just didn't know. But, that being said, we'll just go with high school sucks, and I'm sure everyone agrees with me. Sorry, I'm flipping through this because I'm like, do I want to tear anything out of here to put in this book? Maybe. This is an old Ripley's, believe it or not. The benefits of helping out at a library, kind of part-time. they give me a lot of, like, stuff they don't want anymore. And the library recently went through a renovation, so, like, they were clearing out a lot of stuff. And, so I got the benefit of being able to have some of those things. And same thing with a lot of this scrap paper I have. I don't know why people like me there, but some of the women like me there, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna give this to you because I know you like make homemade paper and you do all this crafty stuff. And I'm like, holy cow, now I have so much. But I'm not complaining, I'm very grateful. I'm just saying, holy cow. This human flower page might be cool. I don't know if I want the Ripley's Believe It or Not thing on there, though. Dang. Where do I want to cut this? That's the real question. Okay, maybe I will cut out the Ripley's or Believe It or Not thing, and I'm just going to cover it up with something. I really would like to get more stickers or something, because I feel like that would help me. Or I should just, like, be making my own, what the frick do you call it? I don't know. Where you have pieces of paper you glue together and make your own little, I don't even know what they're called. Do I look like a crafter to you? What's her name? That girl's name on the Ozark. Is her name Ruth? Ruth? I keep thinking of her saying where she's like, I don't know shit about fuck. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like my mantra these past few days. I don't know shit about fuck. Oh wait, these shoes are cool. That's not really long enough. It's fine, I'm gonna use it anyways. And my template just gets in the way. Still have that Kiss song going through my head. And not the band Kiss, the song Kiss by Prince. I actually don't know if I've ever listened to Kiss. I like their look. I like the vibe they're going for. But I have not listened to their music. At least I don't think I have. And if I did, it was on accident. What else could I add? Sorry, I'm alone a lot, and so I just say things weird sometimes, and I forget I'm recording, and so, yeah, I talk dumb on here. Oh my gosh. What? Sorry, I saw some guy, and he's, like, in a car wash thingy. Why? Why are you in the car wash? It's fine. Keep going. That's not why you're here. I'm so easily distracted, and I really need to stop letting myself get so distracted. I should pull this down a little bit. I know you probably can't see it super well anyways, but sorry. Let me see. What else can I do? I'm feeling like nothing else is calling to me from this book. I don't really know. Oh, I don't like that. Get out. Sorry, that was probably rude. I didn't mean that. It was just a brief moment of, oh my gosh, what is that? Whoa. Sorry for minimal commentary. I was hurrying up trying to see if I could find anything else I wanted. There's really nothing that cool in here. I mean, there is, but in terms of me just slapping it down on in a book, not so sure. Because there's a lot of big font in here, and I kind of just want pictures, or I want more pictures and less random font. Sorry, I saw a Cyclops goat and had to go back and look at that. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, it says Underworld on there? But I like this other design. Okay, maybe I can just use the word Underworld in elsewhere. Yeah, let's just tear out the whole page. Oh, maybe. Oh, I don't want both. I just want this one. Oh, Mamma Mia. Okay, that other page fell out. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm cutting off this red strip because I don't like it. Well, I'll cut it off after I do this. It's weird to think that someday these pages will be vintage. Sorry, I was thinking about how everyone makes vintage junk journals, and myself included. And like, you know, if you wait long enough, it will be vintage. Oh, what am I gonna do with this? Hey, that's kind of neat. With a jellyfish page. Oh, glare in the thing. Okay, I'm gonna use one of these too. Where's my paper template? We're not even that messy yet, and I'm already losing everything. I also have music by George Michael in my head, and that's also not good. Can't sing that out loud. At least I think that's his name, and I can't check because, you know, I'm recording on my phone. And now that I'm more organized, I have a place for my scrap paper. There you go. It's no longer on my table. Oh no. Fine, just go right there. Let's see, how many pages do I have? Okay, that's... Why is that a different shape? Whatever. You stay like that if you want. 4. I got 4 here, I think. Yes. Come on, I want you to be straight. Even. What else do I have? I just really like this stationery. What is that? Oh, that's an envelope. Be gone, envelope. Except I think with these... Ooh, I might try it anyhow. I was watching someone else making their junk journal, and they had plenty of pages that were too small, but they used them anyway. So that's what I'm going to do, because hers looked really cute. Lord knows I want to be so cute. Kind of. Probably. Oh, do you guys want to see old art? I don't, but I mean, maybe you do. Gosh, could we not wrinkle everything? Oh, I'm not going to show you that stupid comic I wrote. Oh, just for fun. I won't show you everything because this is an enormous stack. But, old pose. Oh, this one. I might use this. It doesn't look fantastic, but let's bear in mind, 1, this is old, and 2, it still might be kind of cool as a page, because I have other copies. Did any of you ever read Neko Ramen? I used to be really obsessed with that comic. Oh, let's show you wonky-eyed weirdo who I probably thought was sexy at one point in my drawing, and then no, he's not. Keep dreaming. Oh, I was also very obsessed. First of all, with Alice in Wonderland. Second of all, for a while, this art style, I really wanted to be able to draw like this myself. It is a beautiful art style, but I've reached a point where obviously I want my own art style. I don't want to draw just like someone else. Actually, I'm going to show you this one because it doesn't look that horrible. Well, that one does, but this I was talking about actually. What was I going to say? Oh, do any of you try to look back or look at your art and then look at what you used to read or what you used to use as inspiration and to like see like where you got most of your art style from? I do sometimes. Sorry, stumbling over everything. I'd like to think I got a good chunk of my style from Half Prince because I love that comic. But then there's also plenty of horror mangas that I've read that I've practiced a lot because I loved how they looked. But I also did draw this Alice in the Country of Hearts. I was so obsessed with this comic. Like, I know I say I'm obsessed with everything, but this, I got all, how many books were there? 5, 6, something. Sat in my room all weekend. And that's what I did. I think, how old was I? 18? 17? I don't know. All I know is that I was still in high school, and I read this, and I probably read it more than once, because I don't know why I loved it so much. I just did. I think I was obsessed with the concept of being able to escape the world I lived in. And I was like, Alice is so ungrateful because this hot bunny guy comes and, like, sure, he kidnaps her, but, like, you end up in this new world and everybody loves you. What is wrong with you? And you want to go home? Lame. Oh, actually, this is kind of cool. Maybe I'll use this. Oh, there's something on the back. There's writing on that, so I'm not going to show you because I don't know what it is. Here it is again, Alice in the Country of Hearts. I can't remember why, but I'd made copies of these and I was like cutting pieces out. I wonder if I was thinking I was going to do something like 3D, you know, I'm trying to think how to describe it. You know, like, all I can think of is Jazza on his channel when he made that one Alice piece and he like had cardboard and something else he used on the back to make it look like certain pieces were standing out. I'm doing a horrible job explaining, but that's all I can figure I was trying to do. This is not great, but it's also not horrible, so there's another old one. Don't ask what era these were from. I have no idea. All I can think is I was probably a teenager. Oh yeah, I had to have been. This is a partial face of Claire from Claymore. I loved her a lot. That was another art style I tried practicing a lot. And I don't know, I wonder if this was from Blackbird, these eyes, because I would draw them all the time. Or for a really long time, that's what I would do with the faded sort of hatching with the little glimmer in the corner and these weird hairy eyelashes. I'm thinking it was Blackbird, because I would draw that. Oh, here it is. Like, I already had one cut out. I'm wondering if for fun I can put that in my book. Would that be like a copyright thing if I were to like sell that and I'm like, oh, this isn't my character, but I did draw this myself when I was a kid. Maybe. I think I'm gonna put it in my pile as a maybe. I'll use that. I don't know. Yeah, see, here it is again. I have it like in pieces. I don't know what I was thinking I was gonna do. A weird page that doesn't make any sense. I grew up with Invader Zim, so for a long time, I thought it was funny to be super random, like random in an annoying way, where I just say off the wall shit. I kind of do that now, but more in a balanced way, and not everything I say is gonna just like, I'm just gonna be so random and kooky and I'm so funny. People are gonna think I'm so funny. No, I'm sure it was very annoying. And to any of my friends who knew me on DeviantArt way back in the day and I acted like that, I'm so sorry you had to witness that version of me. She's dead now, so don't worry. Or transformed, I should say. See, some of these don't look horrible, but it's just like the angle's weird. Like everything looks like it's shifted. You know, well, in an angle, like with the ear up here and then the face going like something's like pulling down and stretching the face. I wonder if I was partially laying down when I drew some of these, because that's how that tends to happen. Oh, here we go. Here's more Alice in the Country Hearts crap. See, I had some plan. There was something I was gonna do with that, and I can't remember what it was. Ooh, this is kind of cute. I might use this for something. Oh, did any of you ever play... Oh, frick, what was it called? It started with a Z. Zwiggy? It was basically like a chat room, but you could make little avatars and they'd glide around in certain, well, chat rooms. And I was more fascinated with making avatars. I had several profiles where I made different ones and different usernames, and I just thought it was fun to go around and talk to random people. At least it was fun for a little bit, but, you know, the weirdos always eventually show up, and the gross perverts, and so I ended up quitting using that site because, yeah, just because of that. There were gross people on there, but I think this was a Christmas outfit entry I had entered in. This one didn't win, but I actually had a different elf outfit that they used for the game. That was one of my prouder moments. I was like, oh, they actually picked my crappy outfit? I was really stoked about that. Sometimes I think about visiting that site again, like, I could make something super cool now and blow everyone out of the water. But I bet that site doesn't even exist anymore. And if it does, well, I will be surprised. Oh, here's a full body I did. I also was reading a lot of Sailor Moon at the time. And, you know, Sailor Moon can pull off the long, thin legs. It just, with their outfits and everything, it looked really cute. And so I would do that for a lot of my characters, and it just, again, it doesn't look horrible, but I don't know. There's no shape to that, and it just looks weird to me now. Still alive. Here's a kind of cool idea. I don't know why I drew so much on lined paper, but I did. Ew, yuck. No. More Alice crap. Oh, here's one that's kind of cool. Like, I don't know what I'll use these for in junk journals, but it kind of would be a cool something. Well, in here, I believe this was semi-inspired by, what was it? It was another Alice story, but I can't remember what it was called, because it was about this kid who basically falls down a rabbit hole, but in the rabbit hole, it's basically like this demented, horror-filled landscape, and Alice has been trapped there for a really long time, and he helps her get out. Ew. Anyway, that was a fun story. Oh, here's my Daniel drawings. Here, obsessed with Bisingast. Not as obsessed as Alice in the Country of Hearts, but for a while I did. I drew so many pictures of a Daniel and Dinah because they were my favorite characters. So I had a lot of art styles that were inspired by them. Oh, I kind of liked this one. This is, again, Alice in the Country of Hearts. Just a lot of I was doing a lot of practice with the expressions. So that might be fun to put somewhere. Oh no, that's kind of cute. Again, I still didn't fully understand how to do the 3/4 angle thing. Maybe I can use that for something. Ew. Oh, here's more of that one, I don't know the artist's name from that Alice book she illustrated with the long droopy eyelashes. I so badly wanted to be her. Ugh, more Peter drawings, more Alice drawings. Here's my, was it called Legend? Yeah. I think this might have been a Korean comic. I loved how they drew eyes. And obviously the hair, I don't know where I lost how I used to draw strandy hair like this, because I did read a lot of the Korean mangas. I think they're called manhwas. I don't know. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, so I apologize. But I feel like a lot of them did this like flowy, very strandy hair. Because I think even Half Prince was like that, although that wasn't Korean. I believe that was Chinese. So I don't know. You know what, I take it all back, because now I'm thinking about Sugar Sugar Rune, and they did that same thing with hair, and that one I'm pretty sure was Japanese. Strandy hair, I was drawn to that art style, we'll just go with that. And I tried to draw like that, and it just didn't work. Here are some goofy chibi doodles I did. And I'm not going to show you that one because, I don't know, I just don't like it enough. Okay, so, we had a little trip down memory lane. We're kind of going to be able to see that one anyway, but whatever. So, why did we look through all those? Oh, because I wanted to see what other paper I had. I'm wondering... Ugh, all my everything. I'm wondering if I should shoot... What was I gonna say? I don't know. Never mind. Forget I spoke. I know I will. I like this sprinkly looking page, but I don't like all of this on the other side. I guess I could cover it up. Maybe I'll do that. Oh man, I gotta put in effort. Actually, I'm gonna save myself tears. Kind of like this is happiness guide on the bottom, so I'm going to keep that. So was anyone else like super obsessed with comics then? Like, I know I can't be the only one. I guess I should specify, anyone watching, were you super obsessed with comics like I was? I know I was. I mean, you're here listening to me talk about it, so I mean, you know that already, but like, and that's back when manga rock was still a thing, and like, again, it would be school nights, and I would be up until like 3 a.m. reading mangas. That's what I did with Half Prince. I loved it so much. I kind of like this. What if I switched out Unwind and put Underworld there? And I can draw something spooky on that lady. Just kidding, I won't do that. Although that would be kind of funny. Actually, I lied. Maybe I'll do that. Do I want that? Learn to make time to do nothing and get a good night's sleep. Nah. Oh no. I try not to be too concerned with how straight these edges are, because again, it is a junk journal. So if it looks kind of junky, well, it is. Got another one. My paper scraps in their designated drawer. I'm really making an effort to be less sloppy with all my creative stuff. Like, I can't help it to some extent. Just because in order for me to operate, I like everything everywhere. But I'm trying to contain my everything everywhere. So I have some organizers here now that are like easier access for me to grab things and also clean things back up. Ooh, that's kind of cute. I'm going to use the back of this cover. And actually, I shouldn't use a pen to trace this, but whatever, I'm gonna do it anyway. I know I'm such a rebel. Okay, now if we can get one more, then I will have my next signature. Ooh, adventure plans, I like that. Oh, come on. Kind of like this little corner piece. Actually, no, I like the coral at the top. Wow, I'm so organized I can't find anything. Okay, and did I mention this already? I'm picking up pages for this gold cover. I'm making it extra junky also because these look kind of... Stop spinning. Did I tell you to spin? They just look kind of weird, bendy. When I glued them, for whatever reason, they did that, so... There we have it. Ooh, I should pull out these solid colors. These I should use to paint more of my grungy paper. I will do just that. Not for this book, though. Ooh. I feel like this kind of matches the stuff I've been pulling out. Let's do that. Out of my way. You know, I got a ruler so I could make my more even page template, and I just forgot to do it. And now I don't want to do it because I'm recording. Okay. Where do I want to be organized? You're just talking about how you're being organized. Put it back. I'm gonna save these bones for my skelly cover. I kind of like this blue paper. Okay, what else? What else? Ooh. Yes, please. I should have worked on the skeleton one next because I just really want to make a spooky book. And by spooky, I just mean so I can draw my weird drawings in there. And, well, yeah, I guess that's basically it. It's like, I know what I like and what I want to make, but I still try to cater to other people and what I think they will like. Which I shouldn't do, because then I end up making shit I don't like, or I'm not proud of, because I'm like, yeah, I just did that because I thought other people would like it. And then people start to know me for something I don't care for, and I'd rather be making my horror art or whatever. Because I do like some pretty things, obviously. I am a big fan of, like, the dark, beautiful, fantasy kind of art styles. But I also like, like some of the gore stuff and the, obviously like skeletons. I like the macabre. I'd like to do more of that. I don't think I like any of these fruits. But also, actually, let me count through and see how many I have. So that's one. This is... Oh, did I need one more page? No, I had one more page. Where did it go? What? Pardon me. What? Curses! Oh no, it's right here. It was already in this stack. Okay. So actually, this is my 4. These are my... Oh, this is also 4. Oh, I'm losing it. So that's 2 signatures. 3 signatures, and then this is the 4. Maybe I'll take out 2 of the lined paper and I'll put these in there because I really want to use a couple of these. And I will save this stuff for another time. Don't put it there. And see, now I'm like, where did I put my leftover pages though? Because I know I put them in one of these drawers. I've already lost track. Oh, frick. All of my everything. Well, you're going up here for now. That's all there is to it. Okay. So now we poke holes. And I'm going to skip that part for you so you don't have to watch that. And also because I've not been very talkative and yeah. It just, I feel like, duh, if I'm not talking, then there's no point in you wanting to watch me just fumble around with paper. So, maybe you'll just see the end result. Thank you for watching, and listening to me talk about random shit. Okay, bye.